Now it's officially day 3, 0 to hero. What's it called? I missed day 2 because I was like low key a bum, but it's also because like I experienced like hella trouble with like my Chromebook and everything. But an update on today, I had morning practice this morning. It was fine. It wasn't anything nuts. I had to leave a little bit early because I wasn't feeling good. I didn't go to practice tonight because I was a bum. School today though, it was low-key fucked up. My calculus teacher gave me a 0 on the test because I missed it, which is like stupid as shit. Like, how are you just gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was like stupid. That was so stupid. I don't know why she just gave me a 0. That's actually the stupidest shit in the world. Let me think what other than that, I've been studying, I've been working on because we're allowed to have cheat sheets on our consolidation tasks, which is just like all of calculus. I'm just finishing that because I have mine on Thursday. Other than that, like my day hasn't really been like that productive. I still have to like finish my cheat sheet. I want to finish the entire cheat sheet before I like go to bed. I want to study a bit because I'm creating my cheat sheet before I study. So when I'm studying, I'm using my cheat sheet so I can see how useful my cheat sheet is. And if I'm missing anything, I'm just going to add it onto the cheat sheet while I'm studying, if you know what I mean. Other than that, I'm going to start studying how like some things work. For example, because I want to like make my own product, I'm going to study like, I'm not going to say my product, but I'm going to study like, because I know like the base of it, like how it's going to work and just how it's going to work and things like that. And I'm going to study how that works and see if it's possible to put it into my product, because that's the main reason I'm doing all this, because I want to be a business owner. And like I was saying in day 1, people aren't seeing the problems in front of them and solving the solutions in front of them to make the money they want to make. They're too busy going online because they see everybody going online. Just because online is going to be the next generation and how it's the current generation doesn't mean everything is only going to be online and the only way you can make money is online. No, you can make money anywhere, everywhere, especially now since people are just lazy. They don't try to find out solutions to fix problems, And I have one solution to fix one problem. Is it going to work? Maybe, maybe not. It's not a huge problem, but it's like a medium problem. If I create the product I want to create, it's gonna make things a lot easier, and and the way I'm like preparing myself to like even talk to people that I want to sell it to, I have a way to sell it. Other than that, I'm trying to think of anything that else that happened. I mean, yesterday I was a bum. I didn't do anything at all. Like I did nothing at all. I kind of studied a bit, but not really. I don't know. The more I study, like I know it's gonna sound like bummish, but the more I study, the more I realize like I really don't want to do this. And I know like sometimes like you have to do things you don't want to do, and that's why I'm doing this. But also at the same time, it makes me realize that like because like whenever I'm working and like figuring things out and like when I'm thinking about starting my own business and doing all this, I just get, even though it's hard and I don't want to do it, I have fun doing it. Even though that's like, I don't really feel that with a lot of things. I mean, I kind of like doing math, calculus is kind of fun, but it's like, it's not what I want to do, you know what I mean? But, everything's going to be like shown in the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years, the next 4 years, Whether my life is going to be miserable, I'm going to live a comfortable life, you know what I mean? But that's all for day 3 of 0 to hero. 362 days left, and I still haven't done anything to work towards making money. I mean, I've been picking up like extra shifts. I have been working extra in my job, but at the end of the day, like $1,000, $2,000 isn't gonna do much other than help me create the product I want to create, help me create the business I want to make. That's the only thing it's working towards. Other than that, just me working isn't really helping me in any major situation or any major way, So I still gotta grind it out. I still gotta work on it. I still gotta do a lot of things if I want to reach $1 million within 365 days. Because the way that I'm progressing right now, the way I'm working towards right now, I'm not gonna have $10,000 in a year in 365 days. You know, so I'm gonna have to start being financially more responsible since I spent $25 on a burger and a soda. Who does that? Who does that? No one does that. I'm not in the situation to do that. I'm not in the situation to put $25 towards a burger and a soda. So that's what I gotta change, and I gotta be more financially responsible. I gotta actually start taking steps towards my goals, which I haven't started yet, even though, you know, I started this YouTube channel. I want to start my own Instagram account. I want to start this and that. But how am I gonna, like, I'm not gonna be able to do any of this if I'm, like, where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like, I still need to learn how to edit videos. I still need to learn how to post properly on YouTube, you know? This is probably gonna be like a vertical video like the one before. I don't know how to fix that. I gotta see how to fix that, you know? Right now I'm recording, like, horizontally, I guess you could say. Like, you know, I'm wishing that, like, maybe that's better, you know what I mean? But because I gotta work towards into actually getting, because I want to take this seriously, you know? So I have to work towards on getting a proper, like, you know, a proper camera, a proper mic. I have to proper editing skills, you know? There's a lot of stuff I still have to do. But, you know, it's a journey for a reason, you know? I like the journey. You know, I'm not doing this just for the destination. This is also for, you know, how I'm gonna be and, like, my personality, my character, and how it's gonna grow along the way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who said it, but someone said it. They said something along the lines of, making your first $1 million isn't what's important, is the person you become along the way to making that. Because when that happens, the first million is hard, the second million is inevitable. And I believe that, you know what I mean? Because it's who you become and how you're going to be when you make that money. You know, because if you give someone on the street right now $1 million, within 2-3 years, it's going to be gone, you know? They're going to be going, or even within a year and a half, 2 years, they're going to go back to being how they were before if you give them $1 million, you know? And that's the same thing with a lot of people, you know what I mean? Even if you give them like $100,000, no matter, a lot of people are just gonna waste it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get $1 million. The thing, like, first thing they're gonna do is, you know, buy a supercar, buy a McLaren, buy this, buy that, invite all their friends out to eat, get a feast. You know, they're not gonna put it towards beneficial things. They're not gonna think of how am I gonna make this into more money. They're gonna think of what can I do to spend this money. You know, is the person you become along the way and how hard you work to make the money that actually makes the money valuable. You know, but that's it for day 2 of day 3 of Zero to Hero, you know? Gotta stay in tune for tomorrow.